Man, a lot of black folks, yo. I love it though. Like I love it. I mean, it's man, coming from LA, like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like it's like black folks out there just don't want to work. Like you go to restaurants, yeah, you may see one sprinkled in every now and again, but when I see like normal people making an honest living, well, I don't know what the fuck they do outside of here, but it looks like, bro, they punch in the clock and, you know, they trying to earn their paycheck at the end of the day. And man, I can't do nothing but respect that. You know, back home, it's like, you know, black folks be acting like they just too good for certain jobs, you know. I was always that person where it's like, shit, I got to get it where I can. And I think that mentality alone, you know, got me to the position I am now, to where I can not have to worry about finances as much as I did, you know, when I was younger. But shit, I had to pay my dues. I had to put in work. And man, just walking around this mall and seeing all these people put in work, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like it ain't even like that throughout all of America. For those of you who may be seeing this that's not from America, this is particular to LA, because LA is a city that is full of transplants. So many people from around the world, they converge onto LA, and you know, they all come for different reasons. But me being somebody that's from LA and being exposed to all that, I mean, I love the diversity because it does put me in a position to where I feel like I can go anywhere and I can get along with people. I can blend in. I would say the only downside is that I don't speak a lot of shit. I don't speak no other languages, to be honest with you. English is the only language I speak, and if I was well versed in some of these other languages, I would probably have been traveled a lot more. But nah, like I said, it's just good to see, you know, black folks out here working. My bad. So back to saying that shit is like, you know, pretty unique to LA. The reason I say that is because another city I love is Chicago. One thing that I really, really loved about Chicago is before I visited that city for business one time, and then it ended up going, I think, like 3 to 4 more times over a 2-year span. Man, I really love that city. And one of the things that I love about it the most, appreciate it. How long will you think it'd be before that comes out?
15
Okay. No rush. I just wanted to know. Appreciate it. Now, one of the good things I love about Chicago is that, like, when I went out there to do all that tourist stuff, everything I did, it was black folks working it. You know, if it was the museum, if it was the John Hancock building, the Sears Tower. I know they probably got different names now, but what else did I do while I was out there? At the popcorn joint, when I would go try the popcorn. At the fast food joints, you know, like seeing young, able-bodied black Americans like really out there trying to get it. Man, it really opened my eyes to how you just can't let the media just feed you, you know, your views and your thoughts on something. Because man, if you let the media say it, man, Chicago is a war zone and it's not safe for nobody out there. But my experiences out there, like I said, I went out there quite a few times, walked the city at night. Of course, you're gonna have dangers in every city. But for the most part, I felt safer walking downtown Chicago than I feel walking in downtown LA. And I'm from LA, born and raised. I don't know why. It's just the vibe. It's just the ambiance. It's very walkable. You know, I feel like that they built downtown Chicago with a purpose versus the way downtown LA is built. So it just makes for a more walkable experience in downtown Chicago, where downtown LA, it gets busy, there's a lot to do, but you know, some of the areas where, you know, you may want to go to be entertained aren't the safest of areas. I know safety is relative, and that's something coming from me because the way I grew up, I got high tolerance when it comes to safety. So But then again, when you're from somewhere, you know how to move, and when you're ignorant to a different location or a certain location, shit, you may be a little bit careless on how you move. But I won't lie. When I went to Chicago, the first time I went, every time I went, I traveled with my gun, so I ain't really worried about that. But I think the first time I went, I was riding dirty out there a little bit. But the last few times I went, I didn't feel it was necessary for me to carry. So that's one thing I do like about the States is that we can travel with our firearms. A lot of times, a lot of reasons why I haven't traveled to a lot of countries that I'm interested in is because, once again, the media just continues to feed you just the negative aspects of these places, and it makes you feel like, damn, man, if I want to go there, I'm going to have to be strapped up. When sometimes, most of the time, that ain't even the case, At the end of the day, people are people. You're going to have your good people, you're going to have your bad people. And if you do good by people, good things are going to come your way. That's the way I look at it. So I continue to just try to do good out here as best as I can. And yeah, but that's my little rant. I'm loving it so far out here in Joburg. I'm really looking forward to, this is only day one, so I'm really looking forward to what the rest of my stay is going to be like. I did talk to one of the receptionists at my hotel, and she was telling me that I shouldn't necessarily move around without a local. And I asked her, I said, well, what can happen? What's the worst that can happen? Like, is somebody gonna rob me or something? And she said, no, not necessarily. It's just, if you're going far out, you just want to make sure that you're with somebody local. I got this guy that I know. It's like, yeah, you try to sell a service. But man, they some hustlers out here. I love it. Like she's a receptionist at my hotel, but she probably got a little side hustle too. She probably get a little commission on the side if she can bring that dude some business. But man, just the way I am, the way I grew up, like I ain't linking up with no random dude. Like that ain't gonna happen. I would rather go somewhere solo dolo by myself, and I trust my chances a lot more that way than to be with somebody and relying on them to show me the ins and outs. That's just never been how I'm wired, and it'll never be how I'm wired. So I'm pretty sure the guy is probably a great tour guide for people who are looking to really immerse themselves in the culture. But I still gotta have my red flags up. But then again, I may hit the dude up, I may fill him out. Part of this journey is to discover new things and to be a little bit more open than I usually am. So my first initial thought is like, nah, I'm good. I ain't trying to link up with no random. But then again, who knows? I mean, I can read people pretty well. But shit, man, I can read Americans pretty well. I ain't met too many South Africans, so I don't know. That'd be kind of hard to know if somebody is genuine or not when I don't know their customs, their mannerisms. They speak a whole other language out here. They speak Zulu. From what it sounds like as I'm walking around, the vast majority of them speak both Zulu and English. It seems that, they conduct their business in English, but as soon as they turn to a coworker, they're speaking in Zulu. So, when you don't really know the language, you don't know the culture, I kind of just, keep it pushing. I'm making eye contact with a lot of people because I see that they're looking at me. So I think the right thing to do is to just look them in the eye and, give them a nod, say, how you doing? I don't know if that's the right thing to do in this culture, but shit, that's what I do. So, but yeah, I hope this food come out. I hope it's good. My doctor definitely told me not to eat any medium rare steaks out here, but I told her she crazy. I got these, this whole care packet back at the hotel that I got from her. I'm like, yo, give me them diarrhea pills, give me them antacids, give me anything and everything that you think that I'm gonna need to withstand whatever you say is going on with the food out there, because there's no way I'm about to come all the way out here and eat a well-done steak. That's just not even how I get down. But yeah, this thing about to come out medium rare. Hopefully it's good. But yeah, y'all stay tuned.